Welcome back to our channel, Remodelaholics. This week we're going to show you a great DIY from Heather at the Heather Nest. And I have a little helper right now. Heather and her husband Dave have put a lot of work into their backyard and it's very beautiful. The only thing that's not is that darn AC unit. What do you do with it? So today she's showing you a really quick, easy DIY for covering that AC unit and making it look pretty without having to do a ton of work. This is some work, but not a ton. And we'll show you how to do it right now. All you'll need is some lattice, a few 2x2s plus a table saw, circular saw, and a staple gun. Since this will be outdoors, we recommend pressure-treated lattice and lumber. Heather's AC screen is made up of 3 panels that are each 43 inches square. Depending on the size and setup of your condenser unit, you might only need 2 panels, or you might need the panels larger or smaller. This is easy to customize to fit your situation. Remember to leave at least 12 inches between the unit and your screen for proper airflow. Begin by using the table saw to route a groove for your lattice from one corner of each of the 2x2 pieces. For one piece of lattice, you'll need to remove a 3/4 inch square. And if you want to use 2 layers like Heather did, make the groove 1 inch. To cut the groove, set the depth of the table saw and run the 2x2 through the saw a few times to cut this groove. You'll be cutting side-by-side grooves that remove most of the material and leave you with a few thin pieces to break off. Then use a sharp chisel to remove the rest of the material. With your miter saw set to a 45-degree angle, cut 4 2x2 pieces to the length of your screen. In this case, that's 43 inches. Lay the 4 pieces on a flat surface and dry fit them together at the corners to form a frame. Measure the distance from groove to groove and subtract 1/4 inch to determine the size to cut your lattice. Use a T-square to measure and mark where to cut the lattice to fit inside your frame. And by the way, if you haven't invested in a good T-square yet, you really need to. It's such a useful tool. Once you've marked the size, use the circular saw to make the cuts. It's nice to have an extra helper on hand to support the lattice as you cut. Now it's assembly time. Place the cut lattice inside the groove of the 2x2 frame, pre-drill and attach the frame using a 2.5 inch screw at each corner. Then staple the lattice to the frame using your staple gun. You can stop here, or you can give your AC unit some extra coverage by doubling up on the lattice like Heather decided to do. I love the look that the overlapping lattice gives the screen. Would you use 2 layers or keep it simple with 1 layer of lattice? Let us know in the comments below. To add a second layer, place the screen face down on a flat surface. Place the remaining lattice over the screen and adjust it to overlap how you want. Mark the lattice and cut it to size using the circular saw. Then place it back into the frame and staple it. Due to the construction of lattice, you may need a different size staple to attach it since some areas might have more layers of lattice wood than others. Repeat these steps to build the additional screens to cover your air conditioning unit, and then you'll place them around your condenser unit, assembling them together using one of our favorite DIY shortcuts, zip ties. If you prefer a different construction method, for example, you could use metal L brackets, go ahead and use that, but zip ties are fast and easy and inexpensive. And we've used them to make pom-poms while crafting, so check out that video. Now that your AC unit is nicely camouflaged, sit back and enjoy your beautiful backyard. We'd recommend pulling up a seat on an outdoor sectional like the one we built here, but that is a whole other project for another weekend. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. We have new videos every week. We'll see you next week.